Do you ever have a hard time getting the stamp to come off of your acrylic block? I've heard this from several of you. This is where I get ideas for lots of my tip videos. If you have problems in your stamping, comment below. Let me know what questions you would like answered, what things I can help you with. So today's tip is, how do you get those stamps off when they don't really want to come off of your acrylic block? I have a couple of quick and simple ideas to help you. My name's Anna Helman. Thanks so much for being here. Let's take a look. Here I have a stamp mounted to one of my blocks. This is one of my rubber stamps. Now I have this problem more with the rubber stamps because of the cling labels that are on the back. Sometimes those cling labels cling a little too much. You may have this problem with clear stamps sometimes too, but oftentimes my problem is more with these rubber stamps with the cling labels. So if it's on here and I am having a hard time, I do several things. I'm saving my best tip for last, so make sure you stick around. But here's what I do. I just start to feel around. Here, I'm gonna give this a good press, make sure it's all on. Now, over here, I just kind of feel around, like right here, it's like, yep, I don't wanna come off of the block. But if I lift over on this edge, it's gonna come right off. So if the first place you start to pull isn't working, grab another corner, grab another edge, and it may lift off a lot easier. While I'm thinking about it, if you ever pull a little too hard and you rip the stamp away from that cling label and your foam is torn, I have a tip video where I shared how to fix this. I will link to that in the video description below. Okay, so first tip, just kind of feel around the edge, find the spot that is going to lift away a little easier than the other spots. I'm gonna be honest, sometimes there isn't a spot. Sometimes it's like, nope, I'm staying right here, I'm happy, I don't wanna come off. What I normally do in that situation is use my fingernail. Now, if you don't have fingernails, this will not help you, but I have another tip that may. And if I can see like, oh, that is really stuck, I just get under the edge of that label with my fingernail, lift up a little bit, it comes right off. Not a problem. So if you don't have fingernails, what can you do? Find a little tool of some sort. You can use like a credit card or a store membership card, just a plastic card like a credit card. You probably don't want to use your actual credit card, but this works perfectly. Just put, this actually came with my white ink pad as a way to spread the ink back and forth, but you can do the same thing with a store membership card. Just press it firmly on the surface of your block and it is going to scoop that stamp right up, lift that label right away. Okay, so those are several tips for when your stamp is stuck, what you can do about it. Now let's talk about my best tip, which is how to prevent your stamp from getting stuck so that it's really quick and easy to remove from your block. And here's my tip. It's pretty simple. It is to mount it just barely off the edge of your block. Now you don't want to mount it off this far because you probably won't get a very good stamped image. But if just that little boundary edge that you're not actually going to stamp that part, if just that little bit is hanging off the edge, maybe a little strange at first because it's not centered, but if you can get used to this, this is the best and quickest way to get those stamps off your blocks, because once you're done stamping, you just pull right away and don't have to fiddle around with it at all. Hope this tip helps you. If you enjoy my card making tips and tricks videos, click on the name of my channel below. Go to my channel. At the very top is my card making tips and tricks playlist. You can learn all kinds of things to help you in your crafting. If you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe. Thanks so much. I hope you'll be back again next time when I'll be here helping you to hand make with love.